Anthony, it's a shame for Marquise Brown, but what says you now on these other weapons? I mean, Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, obviously not facing a suspension this year. So how do you attack that?
Well, I was very much into Hollywood Brown this offseason. So this is a big blow to a lot of my fantasy rosters personally. And I think a lot of people in general were optimistic on Hollywood Brown in this offense, the way he could separate his speed, the way Patrick Mahomes could scramble around by time and kind of do that ad-libbing, which is perfect for Hollywood's skill set.
Yep.
This is a big blow. And he was, depending on what time of the year, somewhat of an early pick. If you were drafting him injured in late August, you were getting him 9th round, 10th round, but still, like, this is a mid to late single-digit round pick. And now we need to figure out what the hell we're going to do with this hole in our roster. Because you're right. We thought this was going to be, it's going to be short term. Maybe he's back week 2, week 3. They didn't put him on the PUP or the IR entering the season. And then, a day or two ago, it was like, hey, he's going to go to IR. Now he's going to go IR. He's not going to play.
Yeah.
So last week, in week 1, Xavier Worthy, 31 snaps, Rashee Rice, 38, Justin Watson, 26. So a vast drop-off between Worthy and Watson. Then JuJu with 11, Sky Moore with 9. What I'm going to do this week, I need to see how the snap distribution fluctuates or does not fluctuate. Because there a world where with Hollywood Brown gone, because remember, the corresponding move going into this season was JuJu Smith-Schuster. The fact that they signed Hollywood and drafted Xavier Worthy, that tells me they were not happy with their wide receiver room, and they should not have been. So I think there's a world where JuJu Smith-Schuster possibly leaps into a number 2 receiver role. Yeah, and I know Xavier Worthy, fantasy managers, you don't want to hear it. But like Worthy, he scored on a broken play as a receiver. He pops on that big run. Opportunity-wise, he only had 4. And what an opportunity is, target plus rushing opportunities. So he had 4 total opportunities. He only ran a route on 26 of 31 snaps.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a part of me that I kind of want to look at the range of outcomes. And is there a world where JuJu, he's familiar with this offense? He has last big year in a Super Bowl year with Kansas City Chiefs in this offense. So is there a world where the sneaky play is picking up JuJu Smith-Schuster over Justin Watson? I'm probably going to do that because I am not sold on Justin Watson. Justin Watson had an opportunity last year, and they rapidly turned to Rashee Rice down the line. And Watson, he did play 26 snaps, ran 13 routes, so he was not very active, less than 50% routes run per, on a snap basis. 1 reception, 1 target. So he's kind of just a guy. JuJu is the one that I'm kind of focusing in on. He did only have 1 target, only offensive, 8 routes, 11 offensive snaps. So when he was on the field, he was going out for a pass. Let's see how this goes against Cincinnati. And worst comes to worst, if JuJu can't rejuvenate his career, I think KC, I saw a rumor that the Niners might have been out on Jacoby Myers. I know it's in division. There's a world where Jacoby Myers or DA, if either one of them are expendable, and they can be, I can see them in Kansas City.
Yeah, I think, you talk about Watson being just a guy. I think JuJu at this stage is just a guy as well. And I always say this, I can give some insight to you, but you know what? There's certain situations I would just simply like to avoid. I would like to avoid that situation entirely. Because I don't believe in either guy. I don't want to, unless I'm in a deep league, unless I have a deep bench or a deep league, then sure, I'll take a stab. And honestly, I'd probably go Watson. But I know that the outcome could be just as, I'm not expecting a great return there. I'm not saying, oh, this is going to work out. I'm just saying I'm taking what I think is the better of the 2 options. You just happen to be on the other side of that, which I get, there's a bigger resume there for JuJu.
I'm talking about in an FFPC league, and I have a lot of Hollywood, 20 rounds. That's deep enough where one of these receivers are rosterable. And mind you, JuJu is only 27 years old. He went to New England where receivers go to die. 2
That they
years ago
do.
in Kansas City, JuJu, 78 receptions, 933 yards, and 3 touchdowns on 101 targets. Like, he's only 2 years removed from that stat line, and he's 27. Like, why not take a shot on a proven player? And I feel like Andy Reid doesn't want to mess around. I think he wants a proven player, which is why JuJu was even brought back.